D-Lo 404 Boxing here. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to my subs. If you hadn't subbed to the channel, I said please subscribe. Hey, real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to Danny Swift Garcia for his victory over Adrian Granados. I did not get an opportunity to upload my prediction video I made, but I'm going to stand on my prediction and say that, and own up and say that I was one of those guys that thought Granados would give Danny Garcia a tougher fight, and he did not do so. I really just gave Granados a lot of credit for things he's done in the past, but the one thing I didn't take into account is the guys that Danny Garcia's fought and the things that he's able to do in the ring. But also I looked at some of the guys Danny Garcia's had trouble with as being lesser fighters than Adrian Granados. But that said, you know, with that being said, from a stylistic standpoint, those guys that gave Danny Garcia problems, and I'm not saying all those guys are lesser fighters than Granados, but I'll say that those guys have a lot more athleticism, and I think that's what bothers Danny. That Granados is more of a come-forward fighter, and I think he was tailor-made for Danny Garcia. And I think, you know, for myself, I kind of made my prediction as being a split decision to unanimous decision for Danny, but I expected it to be a close fight. And I said with an outside chance of Danny getting a stoppage late. But like I said, I was wrong with a lot of points because Danny put the exclamation point on it early that he was on another level than Adrian Granados. I think Adrian Granados, I think this is, in my opinion, this is the only time that I've seen Adrian Granados lose a fight that was a clear-cut loss. Yeah, you could argue that the ref may have stopped it too early. I'm not arguing that, but some people say that the ref stopped it too early, but I think it was inevitable anyway. I think you save a fighter from himself. Granados had a ton of heart. He was going to keep coming, but he was going to probably take a lot of unnecessary punishment in there. But once again, I want to say that I did not upload my prediction video, but I'm going to be a man about it and say that the fight did not go as I predicted. I had the right guy winning the fight. I did not have the right guy winning the fight in the right manner. I did not have him winning the fight in the manner in which he won the fight. I did not have him dominating the fight in the manner in which he was able to dominate that fight. I thought it would have been a lot closer fight, and had I been betting on the results, I would have lost money. If I'd have been betting on him, you know, the fight going to the decision and so forth and so on, I definitely would have lost money. But once again, shout out to Danny Swift Garcia. He got a good win. I'm hoping that this gives him the confidence to fight guys that he's kind of been reluctant to fight as of late. Because I remember there was a time when Danny Swift Garcia talked and acted as if he'd fight anybody at the drop of a hat, just make it right, you know, and he hadn't been that guy as of late. And I hope that this fight helps bring that guy back out, because Danny Garcia, he makes exciting fights, and he's always must-see TV. He's not one of those guys in boring fights, I'll put it like that. So I'm happy that he got a win. I would have been happy for Adrian Granados as well. And I look forward to seeing what's next for both guys. But once again, shout out to Danny Swift Garcia. He got a good win over a good fighter in Adrian Granados. It's D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. I'm out. Peace.